What can a VA do for your cleaning business? Well, a VA actually stands for virtual assistants. And these virtual assistants, they can really do a lot for you. In fact, they could be a man, they could be a woman, they could be located anywhere in the world. And it's just amazing because these virtual assistants, they can provide all types of different services for your cleaning business. Now, you may find that as you're first getting started, you could probably use a virtual assistant. And even when you start scaling your business and you're doing $500,000, $1 million, $3 million, you can still be using these virtual assistants to provide, to take care of some of these daily tasks for you. Now, some of the things that they can do for you is that they can do bookkeeping, they can answer phones, they can do customer service, they can create proposals, they can take care of payroll. They also can do scheduling and a lot more. So, keep that in mind when you're thinking about hiring somebody. Now, a virtual assistant is a subcontractor. They're an independent business from you, so they're not an employee. And some of the things that you want to think about, that some of these VAs actually had their own companies. Maybe they were doing bookkeeping, accounting, or some type of other service like this. And so they decided they got out of their companies and they either sold them and then they just decided to become a VA and work for other companies that need these types of services. So that's, it's a pretty good fit and it's pretty common, really. Then on the other side, you have people that were just interested in becoming VAs that have actually taken the time and gone through a course, such as the ones that are going through 𝗲𝗓𝗡. That's a virtual assistant university. And, that's quite a strenuous course for VAs to go through. And I highly recommend that you always ask your VAs if they've got any certifications, did they take any courses, because it really makes a difference. You'll find the ones that have taken the time to get educated and certified in their profession generally perform better. That's just been our experience. Now, we've been using VAs, for a long time. In fact, we actually had a VA business 20 years ago. And in that VA business, Jean would train VAs to become VAs and have their own companies. And in fact, she did that through 𝗲𝗓𝗡. But anyway, that's very, very important. Make sure that you ask some of these questions to these VAs. Do you have any certifications? Did you go to school? What's your experience? How did you get your experience? And, ask them if they specialize in an area, because some of them and most of them do specialize in certain areas. We actually work with a few virtual assistants and have for years. And they actually have specific things that they specialize in, such as IT, and many other things. So, the person could have, be a programmer. They could, writing code and things like that there. They could be a social media expert. They just a lot of different things. But it's really, really important that you ask these questions. And even more so, give them some examples or give them some work to do. If they're telling you that they know how to design a website or they know how to do this or do that, then give them a task to do exactly that. You want to make sure that they actually can do what they say they do. Something else you got to ask is you have to ask for references of current clients. You want to see who they're currently working for and how they've been interacting and taking care of those clients. That's very important. You also want to know, you got to ask what they charge. Typically it's going to be charged by the hour. Some may have some set fees. Some may have packages that they sell based off of time. But ask. You have to know how do they charge. And I ask them how they invoice. Are they invoicing once a month, once a week? How does that work? And again, ask them for if there's any contracts, any additional fees that they might charge. Because the last thing you want is to, have some hidden fees that that raise the cost of doing business with the VA. Something else you want to ask too is, do they have a team? You know, some of these VAs have teams of people that specialize in different areas. So ask them that. And ask, you know, if you were to work with them, will you be assigned an account manager? And will you have one-on-one time with the actual VA? I think that's very, very important. You got to make sure that if you're assigning tasks to that person, that you can manage it and make sure that they're doing the quality work that you want. That, and if you got any edits that may be done, rather than going through an account manager, you know, you can talk directly to the VA and let them know that here's what needs to be added, and you know, maybe if they did this or did that, we'd have better results. So both those are important though. Make sure that you can talk directly to the VA and make sure that you have an account manager, because the bottom line is that you want to make sure that they're going to take care of you and that they're going to perform the task at a high professional level. Very important. And something else you got to consider is that if it's a VA service that has VAs in a different country, you want to make sure that they can speak English clearly, because if they're talking to your clients and interacting in that kind of a manner, you want to make sure that your customers can understand your VAs and there's no communication problems. So keep that in mind. Something else, whenever you can, is always try to meet with your VA face-to-face. Of course, now today with the COVID-19, you can always do a Zoom call and do that type of meeting. But again, I think I want to just stress, make sure that you have a task for them to perform. If you're looking for somebody that does bookkeeping, you know, give them a bookkeeping task to do to verify that they actually know how to perform that task. Now, on the 𝗦𝗓𝗢𝗎𝗓.com and 𝗏HouseCleaningBiz.com, we do have partners. And one of our partners that have just come on board is Legacy Virtual. Legacy Virtual is a virtual assistant company. The CEO is Russell Alt. And I talked to Russell the other day, and you know, he's got a nice business going there. And you know, all these things that we had talked about, or that I talked about in the video here, he has solutions for all these things, and he does you know, does business all over the world. He's got some decent sized clients, but that's one of our partners. So if you are interested in you know, and you're looking for a virtual assistant, go to the 𝗦𝗓𝗢𝗎𝗓.com or 𝗏HouseCleaningBiz.com and look at the partners page. And if you contact Russell, you know, they are offering a discount to members of the Janitorial Store and 𝗏HouseCleaningBiz. So hopefully you found this helpful, and you know, you can use a VA at any size that you are in your business. So think about it. It can save you money, and obviously, you know, we can't do it all ourselves, so we just need to start building a team. And why not add some virtual assistants to your team? Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, go ahead and click on the like and share button. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. You'll find hundreds and hundreds of videos on how to build a successful cleaning business. I'm Steve Hansen, co-founder of the 𝗦𝗓𝗢𝗓.com and 𝗏HouseCleaningBiz.com. Thanks for checking in today, and we'll see you next time.